But here now in round 3, Canelo with the high guard, trying to bait Munguia. Munguia, though, loading up on the jab, fires the right hand behind it.
2 right uppercuts by Canelo. There's a miss. Hook by Munguia.
Yeah, but Canelo's one with the inside punches. The uppercut is the punches.
What's up, fight fans? Get ready to buckle up because today we're diving headfirst into the heart of the boxing world. I'm Calvin, and oh boy, do we have some electrifying news to share with you all. It appears that Saul Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed super middleweight champion, may have found his next opponent. Agon Sports and Events, the promoter of William Scull, has announced that the IF has mandated a fight between Alvarez and Scull. Both teams now have a 4-week window to reach an agreement and avoid the fight being determined by a purse bid. Scull 2209 Co. is a relatively unfamiliar name if you've been following the discussions surrounding Alvarez's potential opponents. However, Scull earned his shot by defeating Evgeny Shchevedenko in July 2022, in a bout that served as the final title eliminator for the EBF belt. While Scull's name may not carry the same level of recognition as other fighters who were considered mandatory challengers for Alvarez by different sanctioning bodies, such as David Benavidez WBC and David Morrell WBA, he has proven himself as a worthy contender in the 168-pound division. Following the WBC and WBA's failure to enforce the mandatory obligations for Benavidez and Morrell, both individuals decided to forego waiting for a shot they felt would never materialize and transition to the light heavyweight division. Alvarez emerged victorious against Jaime Munguia earlier this month and appeared to dismiss the possibility of a future Benavidez bout once again, insisting that a $200 million offer would be necessary to make the fight a reality. Alvarez pointed out Benavidez's habit of gaining up to 25 pounds between the weigh-in and fight night, despite Alvarez himself moving up in weight classes twice during his career to face light heavyweights and even toying with the idea of competing at cruiserweight. For the May event, other potential contenders for Alvarez included Jermall Charlo, especially after Alvarez's triumph over Charlo's twin brother, Jermall, in September, and Edgar Berlanga, who would have been considered one of Alvarez's less challenging opponents up to that point. Alvarez's continued interest in a fight with Berlanga is evident, especially considering Berlanga's sudden rise from 7-0, in the WBA rankings after defeating the relatively unknown Padraig McCrory in February. Following Morrell's decision to move up to the light heavyweight division, the WBA announced the creation of a secondary title for Morrell's June bout against Radovoj Kalajdzic, thereby making Berlanga Alvarez's mandatory challenger. It remains to be seen whether Alvarez's team will pursue the WBA mandatory status in order to secure the desired fight with Berlanga and avoid a less significant bout with Scull. Alternatively, they may consider offering Scull a financial incentive to step aside. In the latter case, Scull would need to accept the monetary compensation in order to make way for the Alvarez-Berlanga matchup. Alvarez has the option to refrain from taking any action, which could result in him being deprived of his IF championship and losing his undisputed status in the 168-pound weight class. This wouldn't be an unprecedented occurrence between the boxer and the governing body. In 2019, Alvarez was stripped of his IF middleweight title after failing to reach an agreement to face the mandatory challenger at the time, Sergey Derevyanchenko. Please share your thoughts on the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Cage Crafters for more riveting content on the world of combat sports. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates.